has one interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
And learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this Orca encounter gives you a better understanding of these incredible animals and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Their blowhole is perfectly designed for catching a quick breath of air at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks like it's located in that white oval eye patch, but that is a visual distraction. The eyes are actually located in the black area, just in front, camouflage from thrashing prey. The fin on the whale's back is called a dorsal fin. It helps stabilize orcas while they swim. It also helps regulate their body temperature, since there is no bone or muscle structure in this fin at all. Sometimes you may may see a curve. The flippers on either side of the whale's body are called the pectoral flippers, and they're mainly used for steering and stopping. The pectoral flippers have 5 bony digits inside of them, just like the human hand. The lobes on either side of their tail are called tail flukes. The tail flukes are the killer whale's engine, propelling them to speeds of almost 30 miles per hour. That's as fast as some of our speedboats. But they swim the fastest and use the most power when propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure.
It's coming!
When just half the size of a male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pond. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as a form of their communication. They can use pectoral slaps at the surface of the water to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother might use a pec slap to get her calf's attention. When they really want to be heard, they reach. Killer whales use spy hopping to get a better view of their environment and coordinate with each other while they hunt. Communication that killer whales use in the wild and right here at SeaWorld.
Protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Watch as our whales demonstrate a similar behavior right here in front of all of you. Antarctic orcas will actually create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking unsuspecting seals right into the water. Shuko will be demonstrating the same wave-making technique, showing off one of the most impressive and complex hunting abilities killer whales have developed around the world. Now you just saw these waves crashing in front of you, but you can't truly imagine the amount of water displaced until you experience it firsthand. Luckily, I have a couple volunteers who are going to get to feel the power of the killer whale in that 55-degree saltwater. All right, so you two sit on one side. I'll have you sit on the other. Very nice. So all three of you can fit on there. Hold on tight to that white handle. Everybody get nice and cozy on your iceberg. The whales are on their way to give you a very special hello. Are you guys ready? No. Well, the whales are on their way. Are you guys ready? Here it comes. In 3, 2, 1. Very nice. They're not even wearing a poncho. That's very brave. One last time for a very brave group of volunteers. Now, because killer whales live in all parts of the ocean, it's no surprise to eat all types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale on the screen behind me is the largest animal on Earth. In fact, it is 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So, how does a killer whale this size eat a blue whale that size out in the ocean? Well, it's all possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach their young to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Killer whales are always showing off their playful side, both out in the wild and see here at SeaWorld all the time. Whales are always mimicking and learning from one another. Now, playful behavior does have a purpose. For example, killer whales in the wild might use a tail whip in hunting to stun fish. But today, I think they're going to come stun all of you. We interact with our whales all day, every day here at SeaWorld. It helps us build trusted relationships, provide optimal health care, research, and quality of life. All our whales here take an active role in their own health and well-being. For example, they can roll over and present us their tail flukes. This is helpful in getting a voluntary blood sample from the vein that runs along the inside of their tail.
Another day, another place.
They can even slide out onto a scale as you see Orca doing in this video. We monitor all our whales' weights to make sure they're growing properly. We can even get a breath sample from their blowhole, all because the trusted relationships we build here at SeaWorld day after day. Now, I would introduce you to a very special whale of our pod. Get your cameras ready, because today is Ikaika's 20th birthday. Let's say happy birthday, Ike. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday! Now, each of the whales has their own personality, and Ikaika's very sweet, and he loves back rubs. His favorite thing in the whole world is eating giant snowballs. He's joined out here with his best friend in the whole world, Porky. Now, Ikaika tips the scales at 10,000 pounds, but he truly is a gentle giant. Today, we have a couple cakes that he's going to share later with some of his whale friends. These are made out of ice and jello. So this is sugarless, flavorless jello that we've frozen, as well as a couple what we call killer whale toys or environmental enrichment devices. All these put together make quite a special cake for a very, very special whale. Now we have 8 killer whales that call SeaWorld San Diego home, and Ikaika's just one of 4 males. Now he is the largest, but he truly is such a sweet guy. He's one of the first killer whales that I ever started working with when I came to work with killer whales, and it is truly such an honor to get to work with him every single day. Over time, we get to build a relationship with them every day, and when you walk in that door, their face lighting up is the first thing you get to see every day, and it truly warms our heart to be able to build such a special relationship with these whales. Now, he's going to have these nice treats and cakes with his whale friends after the show. Each of the whales has their own personality, so they each have their own likes and dislikes. Some of them like ice, some of them like snowballs, so it's really figuring out which enrichment and reinforcers each whale finds super positive and super fun, and building that relationship with them. We interact with our whales every day to challenge and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play all help keep our whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.